Okay, welcome to yoga. It's good to see you all.
So we just
Really see you.
and then we can over you for 2 days.
Yeah,
But it sounds good.
yeah,
Maybe in and out, but not for a while.
right.
So you can start getting in your posture that you want to center in. So seated, supine, whatever feels right. Our theme today is going to be let go. Because here's the things that we can let go of. Anxiety, worry, cycling thoughts. There's so much going on out there right now. Let go of the past. This is during yoga practice. Let go of the future. Just be in the present. Let go of tension in your body. And let go of expectations and comparisons and judgment and limiting beliefs and fear, all those things that get in the way of just being right in the moment. And consider the hour here as when you try to let go of all those things as a gift to yourself and to your body for wellness. So being right in the present moment, listening to your body, so you do what your body is asking for and not what it's not asking for, and connecting your mind and your body through the breath. And when you start losing that, when you're getting into your thinking mind, just come back. Just when you notice yourself moving away from that present moment and from your body, just come back. So that's our theme today. So just start, as we always do, by scanning your body, connecting with your body. Just maybe move from part to part, head to toe, any way you want to do it. Relaxing as you go, just noticing any part that's speaking to you that might feel tense or tight, but also notice the parts that feel good. Okay. And also notice your breath. So begin to see how your breath is moving in your body, whether your breathing is shallow maybe, or if it's fast or slow or even, uneven, because the breath is the link between, it's how we connect with our bodies in yoga, in asana practice. So we want to be taking full, deep, even breaths. So relax your belly. Put your hand there just to remind yourself to soft belly. And as you begin your inhale, bring it deep down so your belly can just rise naturally. Don't make it happen, just notice. And then notice your rib cage expand and bring the breath all the way up to your collarbones. So not over efforting, but fully breathing in and then fully breathing out. So that's going to be our kind of let go signal, that feeling of exhaling. Let it all out. So just take a few more slow, deep, even breaths. Relax, make sure your face and jaw are relaxed. If you're lying down, your body can just sink into the mat. If you're seated, do have a tall, straight spine. So you're just gently lifting up through the crown of your head And as you exhale, keep that tall, straight spine, but feel the shoulders relaxing down from your ears. Two more slow, deep, even breaths. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, relax. And just take a few moments to create an intention for your practice. So our overall intention is going to be letting go and being in the present moment. But you may want to have a personal intention. Go ahead and create that in your mind. And then let it go as well, but it's always there to come back to during practice if you need to refocus. Okay, so we're going to begin practice seated. So that can be, some of you are already seated. You might want to sit on a block or a blanket or in a chair, whatever is comfortable for you. But sit with a nice tall spine, lengthening up. Hands comfortably on your legs, your knees. So inhale, lengthen up. We're going to begin with 3 deep inhales and then sigh out the exhale audibly. That's the ah part of it. So nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Ah. Now remember to keep the lift, the tall straight spine. At the same time as on the exhale, your shoulders relax down. So 2 more like that. Nice inhale. Let's do 1 more. Very nice. Okay, so hands on your knees, palms down. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So on an inhale, pull your chest through your arms, look up a little bit, cow pose. Exhale, push away, round your back, chin to chest, cat pose. Okay, so just with your breath, move with your breath. Inhale, very slow movement. Letting your breath initiate the movement, not the other way around. Waking up the spine. So this is the gift that asana is to the body. It's stretching and strengthening the muscles in an even and balanced way. When we come back into cat, you're strengthening the front muscles of your body and stretching the back. And in cow, it's just the opposite, strengthening the muscles around the back of the spine and stretching the front. Okay, then pause back in neutral. And we're going to do some side bending. So inhale, both arms up, spread your fingers. I'm going to mirror today. So when I say put your right hand down, I'm going to be putting my left hand down. So you can, I'm trying, this is hard for me. And then exhale toward the right. Inhale, both arms up. And then left hand down, exhale toward the left. Couple more times like that. Inhale up, exhale, side bend. Keep that left hip rooted down. And lengthen out through the upper arm. 1 more. Inhale up, exhale out. you're strengthening and stretching the muscles on the side body. Okay, then inhale up, center. This time, as you exhale, twist around, take your right arm to your left knee and your other arm back and look over your left shoulder. Did I do that wrong? Sorry. Okay, inhale up. And this time, twist toward the right. Very nice. Keep your sides tall. And we'll do a few more times each side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Keep your spine tall. Bring your belly in. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring your belly in. Navel toward the spine as you twist. One more time. At any time during practice, you can exhale through your mouth if you want to just think of that relax. Okay, then back towards center. And we're going to come up onto all fours. So here, if you like to have a blanket under your knees for some cushion, that's a good thing. So, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, spread your fingers, and make a little suction cup with your palms so you take some of the weight off your wrists. And we'll just do a few cat-cows from this foundation. So on an inhale, let your belly, chest come down toward the mat. Drag the backs of your hands toward your knees. And then exhale, push the mat away, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone, cat. So again, moving with your breath, really slowly. Okay, then come back to tabletop, just the neutral position. You're going to do a 3-part vinyasa, working the hips through their range of motion. So, inhale, take your right leg back, rest on the ball of your foot, press out through your right heel, and then on an inhale, lift that leg parallel to the mat. Exhale, draw your knee toward your nose, so like a half cat pose. And then inhale, lengthen that leg out. Rotate your foot so the toes are turning out and bring your knee up toward your right elbow. And then inhale, straight back, toes down. Point your toes, cross the right leg over the left, and turn to look at your right foot. Okay, so 2 more on this side. Inhale, right leg straight back, toes down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee out to the side towards your elbow, beautiful. Inhale, back, point. Cross it over and look. Okay, now do 1 more on your own. On that side. And then come back to center. If you want to circle out your wrist, get some tension out of there before we do the other side. Okay. And then just make sure your foundation is right. Your wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, left leg comes back, parallel to the mat. Lengthen out, toes down. Exhale, knee to nose, round your back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee out toward the elbow. Inhale, lengthen, point your toes, cross them over, and take a look. Okay, so 2 more times, just like that. Move with your breath. Modify anything that doesn't feel right. And give yourself permission to come into child's pose or take a rest whenever that feels right. And when you finish the 3rd round of that, come on back into child's pose. Okay, so we'll meet in child's pose. You support your head any way you want, blanket between your knees, anything where you could just really let go. So, just let everything sink into the mat. Let all your body be heavy, heavy, supported by the earth, by the ground. Just let the thoughts, as if your thoughts were pouring out of your forehead right into the ground. Just feel the breath moving your body. So focus on the back body because your front body is compressed. So think about breathing into the back heart. So your back ribs expand out. Your side ribs expand out on the inhale. On the exhale. Okay, then come on back up to all fours. And we're going to come down to our front body. So walk your hands out in front of you about, a hand length or something. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Firm up your core. And as you bend your elbows, keeping them right next to your body as slowly as you can, lower down, chest first, and then slide onto your front body. Okay? Then stack your hands under your forehead. Bring your forehead to your stacked hands and just rest here. Deep breaths. Heavy, heavy into the mat. Now we're going to move toward lotus pose, but we'll start with half lotus. So press your lower body into the mat from the tops of your feet, tops of your legs, your pelvis. Keep your forehead on your stacked hands, and on an inhale, lift your arms and upper body. Don't worry about how far they come up. Shoulder blades together on the back. Exhale down. So a couple times just like that. Your forehead is glued to your hands. Lift up. Beautiful. Lift. Yep. Keep your, if you can, your forehead comes up with, your head comes up with the hands, so your upper body is a little bit off the mat. Lower body pressing into the mat. One more time. Okay, now we'll bring the legs into it. So bring your arms alongside your body with your palms facing in toward your legs. And lengthen out through your legs. And on an inhale, lift your both legs up, arms and upper body up, reaching back through your feet and your hands. Exhale down. Don't worry about how high you go. Inhale up. Just lengthen out and press your pelvis into the mat. Exhale down. One more time. And you can hold if you want to hold locust, and just keep breathing and holding. You can do that. You can continue moving in time to your breath, up and down, or you can just come down and rest. So this is really good strengthening your back, body. So everybody rest now. Just head on your hands. Feel the energy in your body moving through, and just, when you exhale, just think, ah. Let everything release. Okay, then come back to all fours. Bring yourself up. And we're going to come on up to standing. So, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. So fingers are spread. Pedal your feet a little bit. Just to kind of get some length in the back of your legs. Then bend your knees a lot. And lift your tailbone up toward the ceiling. And then maybe gently straighten your legs a little bit. Chest moves toward your thighs. Round your shoulders out so you don't collapse in your upper back. And then look up between your hands and walk your feet up. Coming into standing forward bend, knees bent a little or a lot, whatever's right. Your chest can be all the way on your thighs. And then just hang. So make sure you bring your navel in toward your spine, so you've got some support there in your lower back. Shake your head yes, no. Just let the weight of your upper body lengthen out your spine. You can take hold of opposite elbows and maybe move a little bit side to side. Then bring your hands to your shins, come up halfway, half lift, lengthen out through the crown of your head, through your tailbone, and then exhale, fold forward again. And then press into your feet as you inhale, arms out to the side, all the way up, palms touch, and come right down your midline. Okay, mountain pose. So look at your feet, spread and lift your toes, place them back down. You know how to build a mountain pose, but we'll just kind of review. So press down into the four corners of your feet. Notice your kneecaps lift up, you engage your quadricep muscles. Take a little tuck in your tailbone, and then lift your shoulders up to your ears and back, and then down so your chest is nice and open. Palms face forward, spread your fingers, and then lift up through the crown of your head. Now, just relax a little bit of that effort. So, you've got your alignment. Relax your face, your jaw, your neck. As you're lifting gently through the crown of your head, energy coming from the earth as you press down through your feet. Let your shoulders come down from your ears, like ah. Come back to your slow, deep, even breath, your nice, full full breath. Bringing fresh oxygenated blood all around your body. Okay, then open your eyes if you've closed them, and inhale, arms up, and then bend your knees. Exhale, bring your arms back like you're going to do a broad jump, and then inhale up. So just do a few like that. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bend your knees, come into a forward bend, arms back. You can have that open mouth exhale if that increases your letting go. One more. Very nice. Okay, let your arms come down. Just roll your shoulders up a bit. And we'll do a little more shoulder work. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, come down to heart space and make a triangle with your thumbs and index finger. And inhale, push away. Exhale, pull back as if you're moving through something like jello. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull back. A couple more times. Inhale up. Keep your arms active, fingers spread. Push. Okay, then let your arms come down. We're going to do some swim arms. So we'll start with the crawl forward. So right arm comes back, around, and then the left. Doesn't matter which side you start on. So just swim. Range of motion in your shoulders. If you have a sticky place or a painful place, go easy. Never move through pain. Okay, then reverse your circles. Backstroke. Did a lot of swimming up in New Hampshire. My arms are good with this.
Did you swim in a pool or the ocean?
Lake.
Oh.
Oh, it's so nice. Okay, then pause that. And we're going to do some balance. Haha. So start with you can be anywhere you want on your mat or off the mat. So start with one foundation. We're going to start with the right leg. I think it's nice to have hands on hips. You don't have to. Yeah, good chair. Chair's a good thing to have, or a wall. So let the weight come into your left foot and tap out with your front toes, then out to the side, and then to the back, and then raise your right knee. Now, I forgot to say, but you need to have a focal point, so come back to both feet. Something you're looking at that's not moving, so it's not someone else, it's not me, you can turn, face any direction you want. Just something to a steady gaze, and also remember to gently activate your core, so give some support to your spine. So we'll do a few more on the right side. So out, side, back, and lift. Okay, so just do it to your own pace. If you want to try holding with the knee raised at the end, that's choice. Maybe rotate your ankle there. Woo! Okay, then come down, shake it out, move around any way you want to get rid of that stuff that you've built up there. Okay, and try the other side. So this time weight comes into your other foot.
Right.
Okay, anyway, other foot, and then tap front, side, tap back, and lift. Okay, so practice this side. It's just a practice. You can't really fall in this one, so if you want to make it a little more challenging, you can not actually touch the ground. You can just hover your toes. Like that, just if you want to. Balance is something you can really, truly get better at with practice. You have to have a playful attitude. Okay, then when you feel like you've given that side a workout, come back to both feet and just take any organic movement that feels right. I'm a big fan of moving your body. Your body will just kind of tell you what feels good. It's great when you can really tune into that. Okay, then come to the front edge of your mat and feet hip width apart. Take your right toes and turn them out a little bit and then take a step back. So we're gonna come into warrior one. So it's closed hip posture. So your left toes are pointing straight ahead, right toes a little bit out. Take your hips with your hands and kind of square them toward the front edge of the mat. Lift up nice and tall. Then bend your left knee over your left ankle. And on an inhale, bring your arms up. Fingers are spread. And maybe take your gaze up a little bit. It's a little bit of a back bend. Press down into both feet and inwardly rotate your back leg as if you're trying to draw your thighs together, but they're not moving. And shoulders down from the ears, shoulder blades together on the back. Take 2 more slow, deep, even breaths. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit more. Very nice. Okay, then arms down, step your right foot forward. Move your hips. And we'll try that on the other side. Remember, your sides can feel different, so just notice. Left toes out, take a step back. Right knee over right ankle. Those hips around. When your foundation feels good and you've got your stance the right length, inhale, arms up. So your inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, maybe relax into it a little more. Find a little bit of letting go. Two more slow, deep, even breaths. Warrior one. Okay, and then come back. Move it out. Very nice. And now we're going to turn to face the long edge of the mat. Doesn't matter which way you face. Legs wide apart. Toes forward, so feet are parallel, hands on your hips or to your hip creases. So lengthen up. You might want to have a block in front of you here. We're going to do a wide leg forward bend. So lengthen up. And then exhale, moving forward with your chest. Come into a half wide leg forward bend. So hands can be on the block or your shins or the floor. Just stay here, lengthen out in 2 directions. Press into your feet so you can feel that, the thighs, inner thighs here. And then if you want to go down a little further, you can just let your back round, head come forward. Don't have to. Just take a couple more breaths here. And then come back to the half lift if you've gone forward more. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen out and press into your feet. Come slowly, slowly all the way back up. And we're going to move into Warrior 2. So pivot on your right heel, your right toes toward the short edge of the mat. And then lift your left heel and let that go toward the back edge corner of the mat. Bend and straighten your right leg a few times till you find right over your right ankle. So you can shorten or lengthen your stance to get where you need to be. Take your shoulders parallel to the long edge of the mat. Don't worry about your hips, shoulders. Okay, so feel that foundation, press into both your feet. And then on an inhale, bring your arms up shoulder height. Fingers spread, reaching out, and take your gaze to look over the middle finger of your right hand. Your spine is coming right up straight through your pelvis, straight up. So you're not leaning back, not leaning forward. I like when they say the back, leaning back is in the past, leaning forward is in the future. But we're right in the present moment, so we're coming right up through the middle. And inhale, lengthen up, lengthen out, press down, exhale. Might be able to sink a little deeper. So find that stable but easy posture. So it's not over-efforting. Relax your face, jaw, neck. Now turn your right palm over, bring your left hand to your left thigh, and reverse your warrior. Bring the right arm over your head, stretching through the right side. And then exhale back to Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen out through your right arm. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. And your left arm can go up or stay on your waist or come behind your back, over your head, whatever. This is bent side angle. Take a breath here. And then inhale up, back to Warrior 2, and we'll just do one more sequence like that. So inhale, turn your right palm over, come into reverse warrior. Beautiful. Exhale back to Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen out, come into side angle. This is called Dancing Warrior. And then inhale back up and parallel your feet. Step your feet together. We'll just do one half sun salutation before we do the other side, Dancing Warrior. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, hang down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. And hands down to the heart space. Step your feet wide again. And we'll do that sequence to the other side. So this time, left toes toward the short edge, right heel toward the back corner. Bend and straighten your front leg till you find your ankle right over your knee. Square your shoulders to the long edge and inhale your arms up, shoulder height. Very nice. Turn to look over the middle finger of your left hand. And just think about your spine coming straight up between your and the pelvis, right up. Take one more breath here. Turn your right palm over, left palm over, right hand down the right leg, and reverse your warrior. And then inhale, reach out. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh, right arm up. Great, you guys look great. And then inhale back to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Inhale, reach out, come into bent side angle. Just move with your breath so you're flowing. One more. Inhale back to warrior two. Flip to reverse warrior. So nice. Warrior two. Bent side angle. Flowing like water. Inhale back, and then parallel your feet, come back to center. Very, very nice. Come back to the front edge of your mat. We're gonna come down onto our back. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward bend. Bend your knees a lot so your hands can come to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet a few times maybe if that feels good. Bend your knees a lot and lift your tailbone up. And then on an inhale, let your knees come to the mat. Take your feet out to the side and come onto your backside. And you can lower down, rounding your back and just coming down onto your back body on the mat, supine. Now you keep your knees bent, feet near your heels near your hips. Arms down by your side, spread your fingers. We're going to come into bridge pose, a moving bridge. So, well, you have a choice actually. If you want to have a block, if you feel like you want a supported bridge, you can put the block under the back of your pelvis on the flat side. If you want to do a moving bridge, you just have your hands pressed in. So on an inhale, tuck your tailbone, lift your hips up, keep your neck long, knees pressing toward each other but not moving. Lift up into bridge, exhale, lower down one vertebra at a time, so you're rounding your back as you lay your spine down on the mat. And you can keep moving like that. Inhale, lifting up into bridge. You can bring your arms up overhead if you want to. Exhale, lift, let down. Another option is to hold your bridge, clasp your hands under your hips and just hold the bridge. Just make sure that your chest is moving up toward your chin not the other way around, and your knees are not splaying out. Or you can just be in supported bridge with your lower back on the block. Okay, then come down and everybody, I didn't say you needed the block, so if you don't have a block, you can just not use it, but if you have a block, put the big flat side under the back of your pelvis, not on your spine, but on the back of your pelvis, and lift your legs up toward the ceiling, okay? So this is supported shoulder stand. This is a nice place to give your ankles some love here, so you can rotate your ankles around in both directions, and you can also get your wrists here, so you can reach up toward the ceiling, rotate your wrists and ankles at the same time, so moving them around, flexing and extending them. Maybe windshield wiping, just the feet and hands. Okay, and then you can just rest here for a little bit. So this is an inversion. Reverses your blood flows, nice fresh blood to your brain, which is a nice thing to do every once in a while. So just let go here. Let your legs, the weight of your legs, just release into the block. Any part of your body that's touching the mat, just let it be heavy, let it just sink down into the earth, fully supported. Okay, then bend your legs, bring your feet back to the mat, and press into your feet. Lift your hips up enough to take the block away. And lie down, lengthen out your legs, arms out to the side, palms face up. Bend your right knee so your right foot comes to the mat. Draw your right knee across your body, so across the left leg, bring it toward the left side of the mat. And you can keep your hand on the left leg, you can straighten out, right leg, you can straighten that leg out. So coming into a supine twist that just feels right for you. You can put something under your right knee to support it. You can just use your hand. If you want to bring your upper spine into the twist, you can take your gaze out over your right hand. So just find a place. We're going to stay here for a while. And inhale, bring the inhale to where you feel the stretch. And the exhale, find a release. Find, it can be in your face or your jaw. The release you could feel might be in your shoulder. It might be in the leg that's lengthened out on the ground. Or in the hip that's lifted. Every time you come to an exhale, just look for that feeling, that feeling of release.
breath by breath, release. Stay right here, right in this moment by following your breath, staying with your breath, staying with the sensations in your body. You're telling your body it's okay to release. You're supported, you're safe. Okay, then inhale, come back to center. Bring your left foot up to meet your right. Lengthen out your right leg. And draw your left knee across your body. You can kind of come over more onto your right hip before you bring the knee across. Get a little head start there. Draw your left knee across. And breath by breath, create space on your inhale, sending the breath all over your body. And create release on the exhale. Soften, let go. Keep coming back to your breath. Okay, then we're going to move into Shavasana, but if you've got a minute or so, take some time to give yourself any movements that your body might be asking for, anything that you feel like doing and your body says feels good, go ahead and do it. And the more you practice listening to your body and trying different things, the more you'll know. The more you'll just do what your body says. It's a great feeling to do. Give up your control. Move like your body wants it to. And as you're ready, no, you don't have to do it now, but as you're ready, move toward the Shavasana that you would like to do today. There's many different ways to do Shavasana, but whatever position you choose should be symmetrical and a position you can hold with least amount of effort, so you could be supported, covered. I'll come around and see, it's not very cold in here, so, but if anybody wants an eye bag or a blanket or anything like that, just raise your hand. Anybody want anything? No? One line cut, nothing? You good? All right, you good? Well, you want something, I can tell. What do you want?
I always like her.
Okay, okay.
I know it's not coming, but she's
No,
coming.
that's okay.
It's coming.
I know, just adds a little more, Okay. Vicki, you good? Earl, what do you think? Okay, okay. So, Shavasana is some people say the most important pose of the practice. It gives you a chance to integrate all the things that we've done, all the movements, but it's the ultimate place to surrender. Just One of my favorite yoga teachers says, when you get into Shavasana, in his wonderful voice, he just says, surrender. It's such a great, it's that ah feeling. So just surrender in your Shavasana. Let go. Let go of anxiety, worries, thoughts, the past, the future, expectations, fear, judgment, all those things. Let it go and just surrender to the earth and the moment. Feel safe and supported. And just gently bring your awareness back to the space. Just coming back to your breath. Maybe deepening it a little bit. And bringing some movement into your fingers, your toes, awakening your body slowly. And then one at a time or together, bring your knees into your your chest, towards your chest, and come over onto your side. Just resting in side child's pose for a while. Coming back, seeing where you are at the end of practice, perhaps revisiting your intention, noticing your body, your feeling tone, how your mind is. And then use your arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. And sit with a tall, straight spine. Let your shoulders come down from the ears so you're lifting. Let's do 3 more breaths the way we started. So a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhale side out through the mouth. And I invite you to bring your hands, palms together, thumbs at your heart space. Bow to your efforts today, to this hour that you've chosen to take, just listening to your body and letting go of everything external. It's time to unite your body and mind through the breath, to let go and tune in each moment to the present moment. I thank you for coming to practice. I'm so glad to see everybody again. And the light in me bows to and honors the very same light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.